Hey, traders. Happy Monday to you. Well, yeah. New trading week, and off to a good start, I guess. Say, Bitcoin and crypto. Or we knew, like, you know, a new week after such selling like that happens, you get a new dynamic. A new dynamic of buying and selling, and you clearly see, I mean, Bitcoin's up 11.5%, was up 13% at one point. But as you can see, looking at the chart, these gray areas, very, very powerful resistance supports. You're only testing the bottom as a resistance right now. So, but what's awesome, it's great, you know, we knew this was going to come at some point. There's so much more work that has to be done if you want to say, hey, true trend reversal's occurring. It's just not yet. You're going to get rallies like this in bear trends and downtrends and corrections that last a while. So don't get too comfortable, because just tomorrow we could be, you know, everything could be down 15-20%, you know. It's the Dragon. What's up, P09? Thanks, man, for the super chat. So again, looking left, all kinds of stuff, man. Right? I mean, you just can't. If there's that much support resistance looking left, you just can't be confident that the asset ran up to 38K to test it. It tested it January 14th high. It hit it and has not been able to break it. Maybe at some point soon, but you know, about time, man. About freaking time. And the altcoins are even more insane. Bitcoin's very modest on its rally compared to Ethereum of 26%, Bitcoin Cash up 31%, YFI up like pretty much 50%. Matic's up stupidly too, 65% or something from the bottom. Yeah, man, a lot of assets today doing well, but very, very far off the highs they had all seen only a couple weeks ago, right? So that's, again, just like that. It's the ebbs and the flows of the markets. You get up days, you get down days, even in corrections. So look at the daily on Bitcoin and understand we're about to engulf. Hour 51 minutes till a bullish engulfing candle occurs. I like that, man. You can't ever dislike a true, concise, bullish engulfing candle. First one we'd seen since May 5th that didn't manifest in anything but rejection from the previous high from February 21st or whatever. So, this is where, like, you know, in the middle of a run, you know, hey, I get this engulfing candle. In the middle of the run, it doesn't really make sense. Could just be whatever. But, you know, after a tremendous amount of selling, seeing a bullish engulfing candle at these levels is always good, man. You can't ever just scoff and say, whatever, daily bullish engulfing candle after a, you know, after a 50% drawdown in, you know, a couple weeks. You can't ignore a bullish engulfing candle. You're below the 200-day moving average, unfortunately. You got to get back above that, man. And as you can see, everything I just talked about, looking left. You gotta break all this freaking shot, man. Not gonna be easy. But you know, this is again where these are levels after such selling where a relief rally could occur. You get to 45K, you get to 50K, and then make a lower high in the previous high and dump again. You know, so I mean, there was no bullish divergence. You were just oversold on the RSI on the daily. Give me a sound check too. It might be too loud. It might not. My levels indicate maybe. Mods. How is it? Bitcoin's okay. Total's really where it's at. Total's where it's like, dang, dude. That's what I want to see on the daily. We're okay? Alright, thank y'all. Why do I like Total better than Bitcoin? Because Total, look what it's doing. The 200-day moving average, right? Look how you never had a candle close below it. You're not below it right now. Like Bitcoin is certainly below it. And that's because the altcoins outperforming Bitcoin, you know. I love that, right? First time touching the 200-day moving average in literally a year. Over a year now, technically. So engulfing candle occurring, more upside could take it, you know, to 1.62 trillion. It got as high as 1.67, 1.68 trillion. I mean, there's even more upside. 1.71 to 1.78 trillion is where you think this asset would run to test, and that would mean more upside for Bitcoin and altcoins. But you know, that's like, yeah, that's a big area, man. I don't know if you've never really truly since selling off, rallied back up to test it. I get you did test it and reject it here for sure. So I guess that's good. Huge range, right? Between 1.29 trillion and 1.7 trillion. That's mega. So that's why the volatility is what it is. Straight up, straight down, straight up. So straight down, straight up maybe. We were talking about near the end of the stream yesterday. Oh, a new dynamic begins, you know, on the weekly. Here's Bitcoin's weekly chart. It was at verbatim. Okay, well, this is where we rally. We run up to test like 38.5, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. But it doesn't mean like, oh, all of a sudden the trend is bullish again. Yay! Elon tweeted to Michael Saylor about renewable energy or it's green mining stuff. Cool. You know, like technically, nothing's really changed much besides nice. You've rallied on the new week. Congratulations. But still neutral. Still very, very neutral on the RSI on the weekly. Sitting at 47. That's very deep, man. Especially if you're talking about, you know, the last multi-year bull cycle we had. The RSI on the weekly never fell below 53. It's pretty crazy, man. Before getting overbought again. So that's a pretty interesting anomaly, or just a big difference we're already noticing from the last cycle.
First Majestic Silver. Been a while.
Yeah, is that AG, right? First Majestic Silver, AG was looking amazing, right? Wasn't it looking like a big snack? Yeah, so congratulations on the altcoins and Bitcoin doing stuff today. But guess what else did stuff today? Freaking stocks, man. Nasdaq was killing it, you know. It was positions that made sense to strategically long. They did very well today. Yeah, okay. I'll fix that. I could barely hear that too. That's why. Okay. Should be better now on TTS. I'm just posting the Discord link, pinning it to the chat, join it. Joining the Discord's free, so just, I don't know why you wouldn't. You will miss my live streams if you're not in the Discord. Okay. Bitcoin, 4-hour, daily, weekly. We looked at it. So let's go to Ethereum, look at the chart. Ethereum is actually in a much more interesting position than Bitcoin. Why? Because 25 to 2600 is the critical area where there's consolidation looking left. You're above it. You broke it on the last 4-hour candle and you're trying to back test it now to hold it as support. Very good to see that. What's up, Michael?
Michael Parker tipped $25. Mitch, can we take a look at TSLE? Thank you, brother.
Sure thing, Michael. Thanks, man. Brad, people are saying the link's screwed. It doesn't look like it's screwed, but maybe they're gaslighting. I don't know. Is the Discord link working? Oh my God. So, hey man, one bottom, a second bottom. Nice little, remember the bullish pin bar identified, and then how we ended up seeing that there was triple MACD bullish divergence at like the last area, like just a very critical February 4th, February 5th low, or high became the low. And again, right between $2,000 and $2,500, there's nothing, right? So it's like straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Wow, it's so surprising. Anything above 2600 is straight up, straight down as well. Look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, and possibly straight up again. You know, Ethereum could see $3,000 and it wouldn't be really weird if you maintain prices above 2600 long enough. Just wouldn't. But at the same time, we always have to talk about, like, you know, if I talk about altcoin, I have to talk about Bitcoin, and we know where Bitcoin is. It is not really doing anything very impressive right now. I mean, it just made it hasn't even recaptured the highs from May 20th yet. And again, it's below all those peaks back from early in this year. You've got to get above those if you want to see Ethereum make it to 3K, right? But we were talking about yesterday, cipher stuff, right? Where eventually this could occur and you still could be bearish. We're talking about a 786 retrace, right? I mean, how many times in history across all markets have we seen the same thing develop wave analysis, X, A, B, C, D. And you could now be beginning the new wave from C to D, and it could take a while. You could pull back. Dude, you could go all the way back down to $2,000, $2,100, and you'd still be making a higher low than the previous low. All would be well, and this wave could still be valid. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, after crashes and dumps, you make one bottom, you make a second bottom. It's either a higher high, a higher low, a double bottom, or a lower low. In this case, it was a lower low, 1272 fib extension from A to B, and lined up with other supports from history. So, yeah, man, great. Reflexive rally. Did we talk about reflexive rally coming anytime now? I mean, it's not the area. It's not a very good area to be like if you're still holding to sell, because these things can happen. Okay. It's like, man, it's like you didn't sell. You like went through all this, and then you're like, I'm gonna sell yesterday. Dang, man, that's literally doing the inverse. You know, that's selling low. And then you probably would buy high, right? If you were going to sell that low, then you'd probably be buying up at like the PCZ of a bearish cipher, right? Okay, so cool stuff, but just only begun. And, you know, above 25, 2600, you're good. Anything below 2500 is back to 3K pretty fast, all right? You always run the risk now. Hidden bearish divergence, probably. I mean, from this high to the lower high with much higher levels of positive Momo, you know, another pullback could happen here. Dude, every day volatility is extremely high, so just be careful with that. All right, Litecoin up 26.6%. You know, rallied, but has it done anything? No. Not real. It's not done anything significant besides bouncing off 120. The old low back from the high from December 19th, low from January 11th, 27th. You bounced. It was a 78% retrace. Yes, a 786 retrace from the September 23rd low to the multi-year high. 78%. What is that? Deep retrace. Potential value areas perceived there. But again, have you recaptured any previous local highs? Nope. That just shows you it's not even good. You know, it's not even great yet, man. There's so much that has to be done before I can feel more confident to believe this is not a joke and this is real. You know. What's up, J-Ed, dude?
J-Ed super chatted $50. Mitch, truly appreciate your work. Thanks, man. Your thoughts, please, on hash ribbons indicator for BTC. It seems to be a very reliable long-term signal indicator. Blue dot buy signal likely to flash in next 2 to 4 weeks. Thanks again.
2 to 4 weeks? I mean, God, I mean, I would hope so. I hope that a blue dot would occur to buy Bitcoin in 2 to 4 weeks after drawing down 50% in 2 weeks. I mean, so another month. But I don't know how you can say that when it's like, you know, that far out. I don't really use that. I'm sure other people do, and that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with using that indicator. It's just not something I have in my system or whatever, and that's okay.
/USD, thanks. Folded hands.
What's up, Bo? Thanks, dude. Yeah, sure. We'll look at it. Hash ribbons indicator on Bitcoin. I don't even know, man. Like, I'd have to study, research, like, what makes it what it is, you know? Like, is it EMAs? What makes the indicator what it is? So Litecoin in the end, you can't, it's kind of, I mean, look at M-shape structure on the RSI, one low, and then the much, much lower low on the higher level of relative strength at 22. That's a form of divergence. The divergence playing out. It's only because of Bitcoin, of course, but it looked very similar to Ethereum on the MACD.
What's up, Mitch? Just joined the annual Patreon 2 weeks ago and already feel like it's one of the best investments I've made in myself. Can you take a look at NNDM? Thanks.
Fab, thanks for the 20 and thanks for the annual support, dude. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad to hear you're getting value out of it. Yeah, man. I mean, becoming a patron, you get in what you get out what you put into it. So if you're just like wanting to be lazy and join the Patreon, you're not going to get as much out of it as someone who's willing to learn and invest in themselves and actually get this stuff. So, but that's life, man. That's definitely a life lesson. So. Alright, so no, it's just lower high, lower low. We don't know if it's going to make a higher high yet, but this is definitely where it could continue to rally. But there's all kinds of resistance, man. It's all over the place. There's so much chop, just like Bitcoin. So I would just say still proceed with caution in crypto because of where we are on Bitcoin. And it's just like, oh, it's up 12%. All these assets up 25, 30, 50%. You know, I mean, it's just... Let's look at Hex real quick. That, man, I mean, how much closer to the apex do we have to get before this thing breaks out? Gotta love it, but, I mean, it went and tested the 200 moving average, the bottom of the wedge as well. Hit that 200 moving average first time since the beginning of the month, on the 4 hour, and is trying to break out. I don't know, we might adjust here. But anything above 4.1 cents is really bullish on Hex. You think that with this going on, we could very well see a markup at some point, but maybe not, man. Maybe it's like Bitcoin dumps. Who knows how Hex is going to go? You could always say from a low point here to a high point, you could go a little bit lower and catch some bids down at like 2.4 cents. You know, for a harmonic, like an X, an A, a B, a C, a D down here. That's always the case. If this was to fail, that's what we'd be looking for, just a harmonic. So, hoping it doesn't fail. It looks like brilliant. I mean, this develops after a huge, I mean, just markdown in the crypto space. I love that, man, but we'll see. Patterns are not like 100%. This could fail. I still like it, though. My God, man, I don't know, just like going about like Maker, 48% up, ridiculous, man, absolutely ridiculous. Like it just fell to an old level from March 1st and March 25th, just went down there. That happens, man. There was no edge really at all on Maker when it bounced. It's just a reflexive rally we've been talking about. And again, being up 48% on the day, what can you even do with it? This is just hyper volatile market conditions, and again, remaining prudent in a swing trader I think is always good, because you know this is just, you can get wiped out just as easy as it's up 48%. When the new day comes, it could be down 25% tomorrow real fast and still make a higher low. Maybe an inverse head and shoulders or something develops, right, from the left shoulder head, right shoulder. What are you gonna do if you're like buying into it now? It goes down to like $2,800 from $4,000. Goes down to $2,500 and then reverses. I mean, it'll wipe you out, man. Volatility's crazy right now. So I don't know, not for me so much, because it's really tough to show an edge on a significant time scale this much volatility right now. I think there's just not enough time has been by since the major dumps were coming in, right? It's only been like a week or 2 weeks, depending on what ledge you're talking about you fell off of. So we could look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. Forgot. How's that doing?
It's China to
pull
me.
back.
China.
Oh yeah.
China.
Yeah, definitely pulling back after that.
Ha! But whole Polly don't trust it. What? You didn't hear me, Chad. Maybe you should go down to the ear, nose, and throat department and get your
hearing checked.
0.018257000 LTC.
Yeah, that was when they were in the hospital. And it was Jackie Jr., right? He was talking to Jackie Jr. And he wanted to do something because the cousin or whatever got wrecked by the guy with the anger issues. I remember, dude. Thank you, Polly Walnuts, for the 330. Okay. Why is this his song? Anyway. So, you know, you broke above that 44% area. You're still above it, which I think is really important. It's just like that high from May of 2018, kind of January 2018. You hold that long enough, you then eventually would see 49.71% Bitcoin dominance. But man, yeah, with altcoins doing what they're doing today, you could almost just know what this chart was going to look like. Well, technically, you're bearishly engulfing on the daily, but okay, so pull back, whatever. Great, altcoin's going to do things. This market's just crazy, dude. It's just like, man, like, you know what I like looking for? You know, I like looking for reaccumulation ranges and just standard accumulation ranges, harmonics, assets that are bleeding out, hitting that 786, 886. Not stuff like we're seeing now. It's so wild. I don't know, man. It's just like, we haven't seen the market like this in a while, really. Up and down so much. Okay. I guess we can look at like XRP. Yeah, Dragon didn't play out. Well, it was the idea that the Dragon could go lower, and it really kind of still did. I don't think that's valid. But yeah, you had to, just like Bitcoin, you had to adjust that supply line. You broke it. You're not really. I mean, it's up 18.55%. I think above 86 cents is good. Is that like from history? Yeah, I mean, that high from May 5th, 2018 on Binance's chart, it's pretty real. So you are above a lot of different support resistances right now. Yeah, look, I mean, that's what it hit. It hit this like November 2020 level. It hit all kinds of highs and bounced off the mass support. Yeah, back here from February. God, so many. But at the same time, there wasn't really much of an edge. You're catching a reflexive rally after incessant selling, and I'm still waiting for something that makes more sense. Dude, the thing lost, XRP lost 61% of its value in 5 days, and you're catching a nice little relief rally, reflexive rally off that. That's just not a swing trader area to do things. It's just not. Sorry. Dude, it's like across the entire market, man. Look at BNB. BNB got devastated, but man, it hit like 100% retrace from that March 25th low. That's deep value from the previous lows down here to the highs. 100% retrace is 95% retrace. That's pretty freaking good. And you ended up being, yeah, in the end, just like Litecoin, oversold, but showing bullish divergence, oversold.
Thank you, brother.
You've reacted, but you're not making higher highs yet. You're not doing anything that is a signal for, oh man, things look like it's gonna. What we want to see now is at some point this thing will pull back from this nice run, and you're just looking and praying that the asset makes a local higher low than the previous low. That's going to be really, really big. All of these are gonna pull back from these runs they've had today, and all we want to see are higher lows develop than the previous lows, and then I'll feel a lot better. That's it. Yeah, we'll look at HOFV. Thank you, Joey. What's up, Dow Jones, man? Thanks, man. Vibe, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Ethereum does look great, but none of these are making higher highs or higher lows yet, so you just remain cautious. That's it. But, I don't know, again, man, like, S&P 500 stocks today did really freaking well. I mean, yeah, like one low, a second low, kind of a local confirmation low. And you've now officially filled the gap. You did it. You filled the gap today, the one from May 10th. And you're getting really, really close to all-time highs. And if the way that individual stocks look across the market, if they play out, this thing's going to all-time highs soon. And you know what I'm talking about. You know the ones I've been talking about. Like today, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Facebook, PayPal, Microsoft, Adobe, right? Just huge mega caps were the outperformers. I mean, they were up, 2 to 4% on average. Okay, so what a freaking day. Nasdaq making a nice recovery. Look, one low and then a second low ended up being. So what do you got? Things going on. You got a mini XABCD going on, don't you? Yeah. Okay. So you think there's more upside on this? Let's see. 38% on B, higher low. So that is a bat. So the upside is Nasdaq is 14,073. That's where you think this could be headed. Isn't it, dude? This is so wild, man. Look at this. you're not even gonna be like, holy crap, this is insane. Dude, it's just like magnifical, right? Is that not like pretty? That's some chart art right there, some harmonic art there. So I mean, that's a shark, or it's like first one was a bearish Gartley pattern, pretty much Gartley bat, and then the shark, and now potentially another bearish bat in the works. So more upside. I mean, you do need to break, you know, there is a level here from January 25th at 13,726 that you do need to break, but once you break that, it's normally like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. You break 13,726, you're going straight up to at least 14,070 to 14,176. That's gonna happen, man. Like based on the short time of history we've had up here. So very nice. So what do you think? What is that? Like if you take out the harmonics, right, for a second. How do I hide this? My drawings. What's wrong with me? I thought it was right here. Dude, someone help me out. How am I hiding? Is there a hotkey to hide all the keys? All the drawings? Maybe it's here? Oh yeah, my bad. It's like right here, I think. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so if you think about it, what's going on? You got a sell wall, certainly a sell wall at 14,187, and you got higher lows. So we got sell wall accumulation going on. We get back up to 14.2. Oh man, maybe that sell wall will still be there. Maybe pull back after that, but this could be like a huge. It looks like a double top, right? But not if you keep making higher lows than the previous lows and you run back up to that sell wall. Then all of a sudden it's not a double top. It becomes what? An ascending triangle. So I mean, and that makes plenty of sense based on what we're seeing on tons of names on the Nasdaq, right? I mean, like, hey, how about old PayPal, man? God, that thing up 2.58% today. This one's looked incredible. No cryptos look like this. Sorry, dude. They just don't. They're just not there for the swing trader. But stocks, right there for the swing trader. So PayPal had a great day, and then the one that looked almost identical was Qualcomm, right? Really, up 1% today. It's going to take a while on this. A lot of upside. I mean, just flip the chart over. Really bearish trend, and then you had this really nice move up, organic move up, and then it's just double topping. That's so bearish if you look at it that way, right? But the good news is it's bullish. It's like the other way, so you gotta love it, man. I think daily is divergence. Yeah, look at the one bottom, the exact same bottom, much lower levels of negative momentum. I mean, you have bullish divergence on both oscillators on Qualcomm. That is implying a reversal to the upside. They could take you, dude, to a gap fill all the way up at 162. I mean, that's pretty much the target here on Qualcomm, right there. Eventually, patience. And a lot of people in crypto don't have patience because of the way the market's been just instant gratification for so long. Okay. And then you had like Nvidia that we were talking about, Wyckoff reaccumulation. You broke out. Oh, dude, look at this. It was up 4% today plus. One low, a higher low. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's like a canary. It's like a bullish canary almost. Just kidding, because but dude, being above 590, 588 is such a big deal in my opinion. I think you're going to $700 and beyond on this asset. Very, very good. So much bullish convergence on the daily oscillators. You've just shown your first level of positive momentum, or second, I guess. First one was very subtle on Friday. Today, man, it's begun. And let's see how high this histogram island gets, how many wicks we get, and we'll see if we can't get to that target of the range, which is $700. Beautiful, man. So good. But it's not just tech and stuff that's killing it. Oh, let's look at Tesla since that was requested. You know, there's like a harmonic down there, a shark. There's a shark that's like at 100% retrace. I do like this, man. I actually, the way it's closed above the 200-day moving average is really interesting. You know, you figure $500 eventually, and that's so real of a possibility because of where the shark pattern completion zone is. But you're talking about after a big drawdown. You're talking about just a simple XABCD, and you've got like this going on. I don't know, like you just got like a low, and then you've got the next low, and it's just like lower levels, and it's bound to go neutral positive again. That's always a good sign when that's happening. I like the engulfing, and I like the engulfing candle above the 200-day moving average. You got to wonder, will this be, I don't know, where a reversal occurs? And the reversal would be like an X, an A, a B, a C, and then a D up there. Like you think on this structure here, like what I'm saying is 113% retrace is the real deepest PCZ of the shark, which would be a little bit lower, right around 515. What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the merchandise purchase. Enjoy your canvas print. Japanese candlesticks, beautiful artwork. Boom, getting the harmonic artwork too. 2 for 3 right there. Anon, thank you, dude. So you just gotta wonder, is this it? 100%. Is it double bottoming? Is it an M-shaped structure? And is this gonna usher in a real rally here? It could. But you just think, man, like it's never in the history of price action tested $500 as support, nor has it tested 462.
How are we looking on dollar TGTX, Mitch?
What's up, Adam? We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Michael Burry, like their Scion's largest position, I believe, are puts on Tesla, and then the other positions are like the TTT, which is pretty much just calling for, you know, the Fed to raise interest rates in the coming year or two, which I could definitely see that coming with what's going on. They're gonna have to raise interest rates, otherwise the inflation that we're seeing is just gonna continue to run rampant. And then hyperinflation, yay! I think that's coming anyway. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull that back from what's happened already. So let's just see M-shaped structure here, how it performs over the next, you know, this week that's just started, right? Nice start to the week. Dude, look at Facebook. The descending triangle. Y'all remember the descending triangle on this? Dude, how insane. You know, and this is like, descending triangles are normally bearish structures. They can be bearish reversals, but if you're in too bullish of conditions, man, they can also act as continuations. And this one did. Pretty wild. And it's nearing all-time highs. 324, up 2.66% today. The major 2618 is 360. Now we're talking about that's from your high. It was an all-time high before the COVID crash to the COVID crash low. Let's see, it's off just a little bit. Yeah, look. This is where like all the chop happened in the, you know, the 1618 fib extension just kept, you know, up thrusting through it and then failing, and then now I think like if this is going to continue its run, eventually 365 for your next major outer fib extension. Yeah, Facebook is freaking nuts, dude. Like, so, you know, you just think about 1618s are like, oh, that's some sort of maybe harmonic or something. Well, that's where you get reactions, and man, if there's too much demand, not enough supply, money printer just keeps going burr. Eventually, after consolidating sideways for many months, you then break out and continue the uptrend, and again, like, there's nothing here. It's like outer space. Price discovery, man. Oh yeah, I guess we do need to look at Doge, because we looked at Tesla, didn't we? So let's look at Doge, man. Remember, it was like kind of good. It was kind of like, wow. I mean, I can't believe how good it looks compared to so many other assets. It's up only a modest 15%. I know. Can you believe this guy thinks a 15% markup's modest comparative relative to this market? That is very modest, where most other assets are up 25 to 50%. So Doge, what's happened at potentially what you could consider maybe a pattern completion zone? We know it's a critical area, even if it's not, because of the spring, back test the spring area. But like one bottom and maybe a second bottom going on. But, right, the caveat here is, you know, with the divergence, it's nice rally. You got to break above 37.41 cents. You know, you've up thrusted through it, and if Bitcoin's going to dump here, then that is going to be like an up thrust and a back test of the bottom of the zone, and that's not bullish. So those are areas that need to be broken. Very well could, but you get what I'm saying. How different this asset looks than so many others on this market. It's kind of, you know, you do the double take. What? Doge, Gartley, Bat, XABCD, and just trying to show a second low here. It's not too bad for now. You know, it's just not. I mean, cutoff's 23 cents or whatever. So what can happen? Look, I mean, this is what you always want to see. Like for the education, right? You always want to see, it's just always idealistic when you see an asset on the 4-hour or daily that gets oversold, and then it gets a rally or barely a rally, and then sells off again, and then you finally become oversold again, and that's when you show the higher low on the RSI below 30. That's such a good thing, such a good signal. It's so much better than if it's not oversold. I'm just saying, because like again, when you get to oversold territory, there's just, and you're diverging, there's very little doubt it's going to go down much more and invalidate it. You know, we're saying like if you're showing divergence like inside like 35, 40, 50, it's weird, and there could be a lot more downside, right? Because it's not oversold. So I'm just saying that's where you strategically always want to see bullish divergence. Okay, just burning that in your mind. It's also like a downsloping channel too. If you like get rid of the harmonic, you know, it's just probably like this too, right? Where you are technically trying to break out here. I'm gonna make it right there. You're right at the breakout point. This is actually perfect downsloping channel. So you're now butting up against the supply line, downsloping resistance, but at the same time, you're testing the ice line from April 16. You want to talk about critical areas? This is as critical as it effing gets. When a supply line and a horizontal line converge, when there is confluence of resistance, that's X marks the spot of potential area where a reaction could occur. And you haven't broken it. You've only merely tested both of them, and that's it. Okay? Just different things going on this chart. Yeah, it is a little loud. It got a little loud. It was fine before. I guess like one of the songs changed and decibels were higher. But I see that. It's very delicate, man. Dude, the decibels are delicate. No, anything over 20 decibels on my side is too loud. Anything added is perfect. Okay. So, oh yeah, let's look at, you know, we'll look at some stocks. Crypto. Let's look at gold. 1880, dude, just methodically marking on up, just rolling. 2 of the 3 targets the trade set up at one more 1900 and change. You break 1920, you're going straight up to 1960, and then eventually you could see yourself at 2075 and beyond. So it was a matter of time. You just didn't know how long the correction was going to last. It over doubled the average length of a correction on traditional market. Where like average like corrections and long-term uptrends are only about 100 days. This was like 275 days or something stupid. So that's okay, because there were indicators that we were watching very carefully and cautiously on, hey, maybe the reversal, a short-term reversal could be occurring here. It did. We got up to those new levels, and then it painted this little mini structure that we identified that was cool for a trade setup. So between 1800 and 1900, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Oh my god, dude. I should have just gone the daily, whatever. Yep. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down, straight up. You test that, you could pull back. You could go all the way back down to 1800 after testing 1900 and regard it as support, and then think about what could happen. You know, a left shoulder ahead of a huge right shoulder down here somewhere in July. That will be the most legendary potential inverse head and shoulders you could see. And think about this thing runs up to maybe get up here to like 1930, 1940, creates a really nice neckline. That would be the neckline. I think that's where gold's going to test, and it pulls back. Man, there could be crazy opportunity again for gold. Vaquaz, thank you, dude. He says really cool merch. Thanks, Mitch. Enjoy it. Your Japanese candlestick canvas print. It's amazing, dude. Yeah, it supports the stream, and you also get a cool thing to hang on your wall. Very high quality. I'm just talking about, like, you know, smoke some opium here, whatever. I mean, it may never happen. I'm just saying this is something you'd be looking for. Yeah, it's 1920, whatever, then reverses and comes back down to test the old supply line and the critical ice line as support. Like we're seeing Doge test two areas as resistance. We'd like to see this as support, and that is where left shoulder hit, right shoulder, and then boom. Could you imagine? I mean, it would be unimaginably amazing for a long opportunity, right? For gold, back the truck up. So we'll be waiting. We'll be looking, because this little rally you've got here since the bottom on gold. I mean, since that bottom to now, gold's appreciated in 55 days, 12.53%. You're going to pull back eventually, but you're thinking it'd probably pull back would make sense around 1920 or so. Okay, gold and silver. Not too much going on, you know, today, but it's still technically a beast. Anything above $26 is amazing, so bullish. 30, 31, 35 hard target, no change. That's the same analysis every other time I look at, every day I look at it, right? So what else, man? So, you know, gold, silver, precious metals, crypto, growth stocks, but then it's like value stocks. PSXP up almost 5% today, acting like a growth stock. Remember, the entry was a back test of a spring in March, late March 26th. That was it. That was it, man. And since, I want you to learn from this stuff. Like, maybe you didn't get in on it, but I know a lot of patrons did. A lot of people that were watching the stream the day we looked at this, the days we looked at this, I know they did. So it's like, I mean, just plot it for the sake of visualization. Anytime you see an asset that bottoms out once, then twice, low to high, 88% retrace. 88% retrace, what? We know about those. Then it rallies, and then it up thrusts a couple times through that critical ice line, but then springs, back tests the spring. That is a technical indicator. That is as powerful as bullish divergence. It's like the same strength. It is an indicator, is it not? That's confirmation to market participants what was once support is from literally from 2013 is support again. Okay. And so since that spring back test, that successful spring back test, PSXP has appreciated in value 41% in a couple months. Become learned. Burn these things in your mind. That's why you watch the stream. You're watching the stream so you can become more well-rounded as a swing trader. You can be better. You'll be better at identifying things that you need to identify that are indicators for more upside or downside, right? That's what you're doing here. So, you know, target has been 42.57. That's the target, dude. 42.57.
Just checking in after my
Hey, it's Phil, man.
This
Congrats,
still
dude.
Able to kick millennial ass. Love your stream. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Oldest man, woman, or alien to win a major. 50 years old. Right? It's crazy that he's only 50. It feels like he's like 70 now or something, right? No offense. And you don't look like you're 70. I'm just saying. Just Phil Mickelson, that name's been around since like I was like a child, you know. It's like very like 5th grade, you know. No one said I was an expert. Who's out there saying I'm an expert? I'm not. Like, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Like, I love this stuff. I have a passion for it, and I've been studying it for 10 years. But whatever, dude. Come in here and be negative. I don't really care. Like, you can't win. You can't beat me. Because I'm never anything. I've never said I'm anything that I'm not. So, whatever. So, it was also, good lord, man. So good. And we talk about an uptrend here, dude. It's like so strong. It's like ridiculously strong. It's just another one, like Microsoft, man. Look at this uptrend. And it's probably a channel we could plot. Probably a gorgeous channel. Look at the higher low. Look at the hidden bullish divergence from the low to the higher low now. It's starting to become way more discernible, right?
Get out of your field.
Ooh, well, I mean, hey, you can't say that if he beat you so handedly yesterday. Thanks, dude, for the 5 Brooks. I don't know. We blow this anchor on top. We can try to anchor on the top. See how that look. It's probably pretty good. But again, I'm no expert. All right. Nice uptrend. And you know, really. So what's the target? If you have a supply line up there, probably 268, 269. I mean, the 2618 for Microsoft is 284. Remember, we looked at Apple's. It had its own up there too, and that's Microsoft's. Yeah, we looked at Hex already, Greg. Already in the stream. Yes, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trolling, for sure. So Wibby, dude.
Experts know nothing and masters are bad students who decided to give up. Mitch is an advanced student with passion.
Y'all can label me. That's the name of the game. Being a streamer, label me. You can label me bad things, good things. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna change the fact like that I just like charts and live streaming's cool. And it's that simple. That's all there is to it, you know. And it's fun hanging out with y'all. I don't know. Like, you know, besides like the couple low IQ people that are negative and toxic, I mean, everyone else is like amazing, phenomenal people, and it's really enjoy it. You'll make streaming very enjoyable.
And I'm interested to hear an update. Can you take a look at LQDA?
Sure, AC. Thanks, man. With 20. Yep. LQDA. Yeah, we get these requests, man. Oh yeah, let's look at. Hold on. Before we get to some more requests. Skills, man, up 7.5% today. You know, this was like someone posted or someone requested this. I think on Thursday or Friday, and it's just like. Maybe you're not going to take action on it. That you don't have to. But assets that look like this those are the reasons why you watch the stream, right? This is the methodology of what I teach here. I try to anyway, whatever, no expert, but you know, an 88% retrace, an 88% sale on skills, and the 88% retrace just happens to be at the only area that makes any sense where market participants would be placing tons of long positions, lots of buys. They lined up perfectly, you rallied and the reaction, and then you got your reversal low, your second low at the same area. So confirmation to market participants that what was once a resistance that was very strong is now a very strong support. Confirmation low, meaning the upside potential 2274, 2956, and beyond. So skills to kills, man. Great. We'll see how this goes. It's very, very low risk despite anything. You can't argue with that. I feel like actual self-proclaimed real experts would agree that SKLZ is like, yeah, man, that's value in low risk areas. Perfect. Growing every day with your TA. Can't thank you enough. Best community on the planet. Lord Ray all day. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Ius, for the merch perch. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks, man. Skills is certainly not an S coin or altcoin. Nope. How did FSLR do today? That was back testing a very critical level. Still holding on. Man, that's pretty good. Look at this high from March 2014, March 2016. You didn't have a good day today, but you're still above that level. Anything above 74, 64 is really good, where you could be bottoming once and twice, like a double bottom, but it's also an M-shaped formation. That's a bullish shark, you know. Bullish shark structure at a level that is beyond important. I mean, the most important thing, yeah, 100% retrace, whatever. But dude, just go to the weekly and look at this, and look what happened last week. Listen to me.
Look here. Look, listen.
FSLR last week had a bullish engulfing candle on a second low above the range, the huge trading range. 1, 2 confirmation lows, and you're above the, dude, that's like, you understand. Straight down, straight up, straight down, eventually, possibly straight back up to 103 if it can maintain prices above $75, $74.60 long enough. It's really, really nice. I mean, just, and what else? You know, the weekly is showing, like, from a low here to the next lows. Can someone tell me what this might be on the weekly? A very significant time scale. Someone tell me? I don't know. I'm just talking about the oscillator. No, just talking about the MACD. Yeah, there we go. We got a couple, yep, got several. Let's go, dude. Hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence. Yes, that is correct. Good to see some people up in here participating in the questions. Oh, damn it. So how does, like, you know, how do you know, like, you're in trouble? FSLR on the weekly would have to get a weekly candle close below the previous open at $72. That's when you know the engulfing candle signal, possibly. This could be a buying signal. That's when it becomes invalid. Anything above that's fair game for, all right, man, this could be it. It could be time for FSLR. This is what you call a successful backup. Very, very similar to what FEYE is doing. Very similar. The backup on the breakout. A very strong backup, and you're working on it becoming very successful. I think the target from here is $103. So we're talking 25% upside. FSLR. And speaking of that devil, more like the Jesus, man. Speaking of the Jesus. FEYE, great start to the week, up 3.33%. Repeating, of course. Gosh dang it, Leroy. This is it, man. This is like $33 upside eventually. $45 upside eventually. Just wait and see. My God, look at the weekly here. It's just unreal. It's stupid. It's like, I don't even think I looked at the weekly before I posted this trade setup. Like, okay, FSLR looked okay, not bad. But it was weird, kind of like lots of prolonged amounts of negative memo. This looks way better. Dude, this thing's about to shift and flip to positive momentum again. That is, it doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't, man. For $33 and $45 next. but it's the weekly, so that means it could take a couple months, man. All right, it could take a little while because we're looking at extremely significant time scales. You cannot ignore that. That is screaming in your face a continuation to much higher prices. Context of the Wyckoff breakout. Boom. Not much of anything I've seen looks better than FEYE and maybe FSLR at this point. My God, I mean, except for assets kind of like Nokia. Nokia, man, on the weekly is almost ungodly. Almost ungodly. Where inverse head and shoulders on the weekly, you're at a very critical $5. If you break $5 instantly, I think in a very short period of time, you're going to go straight up to $6.65. You break $6.65, you're going to $8.66.
China.
If Bitcoin breaks through $38,500 on the next candle, does it count as a break, hook, and go?
I don't know, man, because you've got so many resistances, man. It's like, who cares? You break couldn't go off 38.5, then you run up to 39.855, 46.67, 42,000, 43.687. Each one of those are just critical levels from history that could act as a reversal point. Dude, it's just like you've just fallen through this kind of, it's starting to become a steel wall of resistance, or it was support. It's now being tested as resistance, you know, for the second time. First time was May 20th. So, hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here. Hey, it's the first time I'm saying the cadence, so whatever, dude. Thanks for the 1,514 people here. Thanks for the 468 likes, men. Look at this real quick.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Okay, so Nokia, don't be crying the blues when Nokia is eventually at 866, 1161, 1585 in the next year. Within the next 365 days. Yeah, it might take a minute, but dude, this is it. This is where dreams come true. I'm talking, hey, you took a long on Nokia on the weekly, and a year goes by, and it's up, you know, it's doubled in value and beyond. What are you gonna do? I'm going to Disney World. I'm going to Nokia World. Okay, sweet. Guess what's going on, man? God, it was pretty wild. Oh, goodness gracious. So, I want to go back to Rarible. That was perfectly at a pattern completion zone of a Gartley, but Bitcoin dumped more. Bitcoin got wrecked again, so Rarible broke that support and went down to the next fib node, the 88% retrace. At the 88% retrace, this asset's up 45% today. But on that second oversold, you know, markdown, you know, we're talking, you've got, what are we looking for? One low, the lower low, in oversold territory, always optimum for divergence. You got it, and you would have popped at exactly the 88% retrace. But again, you know, long way to go. You got a reaction. That's all you got. You've not confirmed a bottom or anything. You're below the 200 moving average, but it's hard to say. You can't argue and say that Rarible's not at value areas now. Yep, 731 it got to, and now it's at 1186. This is just psycho volatility, where you could get destroyed, or you could make a crap load of money in a short period of time. But that might give you the false hope that, oh man, you're doing it right, because again, like, the day is going to close in less than 1 hour, so less than 1 hour, and you could have a 10-25% down day tomorrow, and it wouldn't be weird at all, and you'd still be higher than you were 2 days ago, right? But yeah, you gotta really like the way the total's looking, just based on this nice daily bullish engulfing candle, kind of double bottoming off of the 200 moving average. Hey, you're finally beginning to lose some negative momentum. Sweet mother of God. That's great, but it's only just the start. You're hoping that that would continue over the next week or more. Yeah, or you think after a golden candle like this, you don't do much of anything the next day. You could just go up and down, and it's just an indecision candle before, maybe in a couple days you rally up to test 1.71 to 1.78 trillion dollar market cap. That's such a major area of congestion. Got to break that, man, if you want to see a true run, where you could, if you ever break 1.77 trillion, you can go to 2.2 trillion, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's literally the only history you have above that. So it could be the promised land. Okay, man, let's see. Requests. Forgot. My bad. Let's see. Is that the next request? No. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. So look, Tesla. Gotta look at. Oh yeah, is that the first one? Okay, that's actually the first one. My God. Yeah, AG8. I remember those. AG's incredible, absolutely beautiful. Right? Inverse head and shoulder stuff. Still trying to break a neckline, but just above the neckline as a historical support resistance. I think it's visible on the daily more so. What is that? Why is that there? I'm confused. Maybe the weekly I had it there. That's what it was. Yes. The weekly candle high close is 1811. I think that's like the most significant area. You're below that. You're not above it yet. You got to break that. You break that, I think you could have a really, really easy run. I mean, 1911's real too, that wick high. But typically speaking, once you break above 1811, you go up to $22. So, I think it looks incredibly bullish. Look, you're in an uptrend, a very real, concise uptrend. One valley, a second valley, maybe a third valley. There's hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, like FSLR, and it's just like FEYE. 1, 2, 3. Continuation to the upside is implied on one of the most significant time scales. That is so promising. And then on the less significant time scale, like the daily, the inverse head and shoulder momentum shifting structure is happening. And all you gotta do is break 1811. I think you're gonna have a really nice time to much higher prices where this uptrend will continue. All right, look at last time, consolidation after a little drawdown, mild retrace, you go moon again. So I think you could make it all the way back up to February 1st high. What's up, Robot Joe? Any new mugs coming out? Any chance you can get hoodies and 3X? Love the streams as always. Keep up good work and thanks. Any new mugs coming? We could do a specialty mug stream. I don't know. We did the bread one was awesome, right? I was a piece of bread. We sold the bread mug. I have to think about something else. We'd have to get some ideas, I guess, right? Thank you, dude. We'll figure it out. Man, I can't do the spaceship stream for a while until I move and then get other things set up, man. I'm in a very, you have times in life where you're going through transitions, right? Changes in the seasons. There's about to be a major shift in the season of my life where I'm moving acquiring multitude of real estate properties at the same time. It's a lot of things going on. So yeah, until that all settles down and get completely settled, spaceship stream's kind of something we can't do. Logistical. And yeah, hot tub stream. There you go. Perfect. All right, dude. Hot tub stream. Oh, I hear that they on Twitch there was an uprising and they had to change the. They had to get the hot tub stream and it's in their own little category, which doesn't sound like they did much. That's a huge deal though. In ways, they were in that just chatting category where most viewers are. So, and that's how you get found. Well, there's no SEO on Twitch. The only way to get discoverability there is your concurrent viewership and the category you're in. So they're now taken out of the most popular category on Twitch, or what became that. So yeah, dude, don't oppress the hot tub streamers using literal sex to appeal to teenage boys. That's literally what they're doing. But my empowerment, dudes, empower. We must empower, dude. It's like, no, it's more like I wouldn't want to see a girl in hot tub or a guy in hot tub on a gaming platform. What's up, Rise Up Light? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Thank you, dude. So AG looks great, man. Still awesome. Weekly implies more upside. I wish there was more to talk about. Randolph, thank you, dude. Next one was. Oh, it's on Coinbase. How much down on Coinbase though? God. Yeah, I mean, like, if we're looking only at the Coinbase chart and we're not looking at any other chart, okay, this looks pretty crazy. I mean, it could be better, but it's also pretty awesome, right? I mean, think about all the things going on. You know, you've got an X, an A, a B, a C, and a D. And it's 100% retrace. Locally, you have a textbook bullish Gartley just by eyeballing it. We'll see if it's real or not. Oh my god. Nah, it went a little too deep, but really not, I mean, not where the traders set it up. That's a textbook Gartley right there. And guess what, right? That pattern completion zone right around that low point of all time on this chart. Pretty magnificent context where they, where this is from one low to the exact same low. What was going on the MACD histogram? That was going on. Nice. This is where reversals can occur. Absolutely. Right, so you think at this point, 695 would be a target. You break 695. Above that's probably 1030. So yeah, it looks good, man. This is where you want to see harmonics. If we're talking about, this is the only chart. You asked about RLC, US dollar. I'm looking at it on Coinbase. This is exactly where big reversals can occur at low levels, like the lowest levels ever, one time, then a second time with the XABCD with divergence. Pretty nice combination of variables. We'll see how it goes. RLC, not too bad.
Will ETH ever surpass BTC since it's more power efficient?
People think it can or could one day, but extremely speculative. It being a platform versus just a store value, and the value it provides, with NFTs and smart contracts, and who knows what other inventions are going to be created in the next couple of years and beyond. I mean, it could. Anything's possible, right? If you learn nothing from crypto, like, anything that can happen will happen. It's like the Murphy's Law market, kind of. Oh, dude, no way Bitcoin's going to 20K. No way Bitcoin's going to 3K from 20K. It happened. No way Bitcoin's going to recover. It's going to 0. And then it goes 14K. Then to 14K. No way it's going to 3850. It went 3850 with COVID crash. 38.50. Oh, it's going to 0. Okay, well, no one thinks it's going to 20K. It goes to 20K. No one thinks it's going to break 20K. Break 20K, goes to 64K. Oh, no way, it's going to 30K. It goes from 64K to 30K. It's like literally everything you think can happen is happening, you know, the craziest outcomes or whatever. Clint, thanks for watching, man. I'm glad you're learning some stuff. I do try to teach things every day on stream, provide some sort of value. You know what? But again, like, you know, if you want to watch an expert, oh, I'm sure there are other experts out there, man. Go watch them, dude. I'm just a guy that likes charts, and that's it, man. If anything can go wrong or right, it will. Okay, next one. Yeah, RLC on Coinbase looks pretty freaking sweet, man. I mean, dude, this thing went to an all-time high on this chart of 1986 and then hit a low point of $2.94. That's as low. I mean, that's pretty. You can't go much lower than that, dude. An asset, you know, will lose 85% of its values in 9 days. 9 days. Yeah, that's value area. Yeah, when an asset goes 85% on sale and then presents a little harmonic, yeah, it could definitely reverse here. What's up, Aquaz? Thanks for the merch purchase. Another one, man. Thank you.
Elon pumping Doge again.
Well, Doge didn't look bad technically. Remember we looked at it early in the stream. And look, dude, you break 37.41 cents, you're going 50 cents. But 50 cents is just psychological. You break 41 cents, there's a good chance you're going up to 59 cents. This looks better than most charts. The way it's held up has been way better than many other cryptos. I'm just saying. So take heed of it. Take heed of the Doge chart looking actually pretty freaking nice. Mr. Singh. Alright, next one was that. Okay. Oh, Nano, but not the Nano you're thinking. That definitely happened. We've been here before. NNDM. What a parabolic uptrend, and how did it end? One top, a second top with bearish divergence on the oscillators. Broke the parabolic trend line and crashed. Literally, yes, crashed, and has been what? Correcting. Where you think, oh man, 681 could be such a good area. I mean, not when you're correcting after a parabolic run. More bleeding has to happen. And to me, it says 4 hours for the daily. Still don't like it yet. Not quite. Not quite yet. I think that 474 would be the optimum area of entry. The optimum area to where you'd be looking for a reaction. You'd be looking for some sort of real strong edge. Let's see here. From your lowest point to your highest point. You haven't even made a 78% retrace. A 78% retrace is literally confluent with 474, the old area from October 19th. Multiple times. Another high from May 20th. Another high from October of 2020, right? That is most likely gonna be, you know, a lower risk, higher strategic area to be looking to take along. Where it is now is in no man's land. This history, where it is between 474 and 681 is straight down, straight up. And we're working on straight down. So to me, it's like, I can't even think about, you know, it's between the 618, the 786, and it's kind of unclear on the oscillator. Is it diverged done really? I don't know, man. It's like kind of like showing bearish convergence now. I like that though. I like when it gets oversold once and then twice. M-shaped structure on the RSI. So yeah, but again, I think there are better value areas. And it's just a little bit lower, man. Just 474, 485 down there. I would be more confident. At least like where I know how to put it. Like what happens, you know, if you're like, oh, I don't even care, dude. I'm just going to take along now. So it's like, what do you put your stop? Well, one, I guess strategically put a stop below the low from May 13th, I guess. So what happens when it bleeds out and falls below that, you get stopped out, and then it goes down just a little bit more to 474, and then bounces. You know, then real divergence actually shows up very strongly at that level. You get then it bounces, gets back above your stop loss, your entry, you know, and then goes. That's why it's just so tough at this level to like justify taking a long right now, you know, because of where you are, looking left. Okay. Anyway, thank you, dude. Fab. Thank you, dude. Well, I like it, man. I love it, dude. I want some more of it. All right. On the daily, anyway. Hall of Fame Resort. We've been here before. We've been here. And so, anything above this 341 and... like 2 different levels. It's like that candle high close from November 5th last year and the candle high close from February 3rd. So we would just be like this. We would just say, all right, congestion area for real right there. Anything above that 311, 341 area is really, really nice. I mean, it's good, you know. From your previous low to high, that's pretty 78% retrace, right? Low to high. That's a 78% retrace, not once, but twice. Nice. So 78% sale on HOFV. The 78% sale happens to line up perfectly with the congestion zone from November 6th of 2020 and February of 2021. One bottom, 2 bottoms. So maybe a confirmation low. On the second low, that is the same as the first one. You are showing what? Sellers are implying that they are exhausted on the second bottom. So, yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, this one makes a lot more sense than the one we just looked at. The other one wasn't doing this quite yet, was it? No. Wasn't showing a confirmation low, wasn't quite at a deep enough of a retrace, it was not at quite a strategic area. This is showing everything that the other one wasn't. That's pretty crazy. So, you know, the thing is, this could, you know, like be really weak and then just fail and come back down at 786 and break it and fall all the way. I mean, like if you break $3, I think you're pretty confident to believe it's going down 33%, going down to $2, right? I mean, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, and then gap down, and then straight up, straight down, straight up. That's literally the only historical price action that has ever occurred on this chart below 311, $3. So if it fails, it fails. You know how to set up your stop loss easy, right? But the upside potential, I think, could go up to $4.91 to $5. Right, that's like next level up there. Double bottom, potential double bottom. So we're not here to be like, oh, I know it's gonna reverse here. We're just talking about how to strategically place a bet on, because like that's all trading is like, you know, a form of betting. And I think with these variables at this level, at the deep retrace, your probability is increased that this could hold and you could run up to $5 on HOFV. It's not bad. It's really not bad on the daily at all. Okay. Yeah, I think the Wyckoff distribution is completely played out on Bitcoin. But you haven't reclaimed any higher highs, nor have you made a higher low yet, so it could continue. Could very well continue. Pretty nice, right? Anyone? I mean, nice reaction to HOFV. Literally 0 reactions to that. So I don't even know if anyone even paid attention. Nice, dude. I guess let's also look at Pundicoin. They're gonna go wild for that one. Oh God. Yeah, this is an old one, dude. Yeah, I remember this. TGTX, man. It did it, dude. This is, remember when it broke out? This was getting requested a lot back in June of last year, July last year, and it's like, man, you're out of it. Anytime you're above $20, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, and then straight up. And you've now hit $50, the level that made sense. There was a measured move of a structure here too that also hit. And now what? You could go straight down to $20 again, because that's the only history you have. So I wouldn't put it past TGTX to not do that eventually. Look at that up thrust and then the back test of the up thrust. That is the reciprocal of the spring back test of spring. It's beautiful. Tremendous amounts of inverse accumulation. Kappa, it was inverse accumulation. Distributions wild up here. A lot of people taking their profit. So this thing's selling off. And again, very little to no support until 20 bucks. So this thing played out. The time to be asking about it was literally when people were asking about it last year, and we knew what it could do, and it did it. It's literally played out. It just took a while. So yeah, great. Congratulations to TGTX for respecting the TA really well. So Becco Leaf, thanks, man. Well, Peter, you can think I'm ignoring you all you want, dude. Yeah, go ahead and think that streaming's easy and you're the only one watching the stream. Wow, it's pretty selfish, dude. God, I'm just trying to like provide, I don't know, people are requesting assets, I'm looking at them, and then I gotta deal with people like, you know, being negative and hateful every day. So go ahead, man. Add to it, I guess. Yeah, dude, LQDA is absolutely incredible, but I don't think that's anything new because we've been here. We've been here. This is Wyckoff stuff. The fact that it's back above 271, 283 is amazing. All you got to do is break 323, and there's a very real probability you're going to 529. This is as low risk as it can get, man. This is it. Yeah, this is it, dude. You're on the cusp of a major breakout where the markup could be substantial, double-digit percentage yield above 323. I wish there's more to talk about because I've been here before. This has been, patrons were pinged on this. If you're a patron, you got pinged last time we looked at it because it looked good then. It looks even better now, like it's playing out now. Yeah, it's great, dude. There's a lot of upside on this. That's all I can tell you. And I can just plot it if you want visualization here. Wait, anything above that is the promised land. Probably looks better on the weekly. Weekly's alright. Monthly, no data, not enough data.
Completely played out on BTC. I thought there was another leg. Unfortunately down. Phase E.
Phase E happened. Phase E certainly happened. Like, Phase E was pretty much when you broke 43K. When you broke 43K, you even back tested it kind of as resistance, but 43K going down to 30K in the same day was kind of it. That was Phase E playing out really fast. Yeah, look at Sony. Thanks, Sadie Beans. Thanks, dude. Just another Monday. At least the market's not crashing, so I don't have to deal with that. People losing their effing minds, but whatever. Alright, LQDA. Very good. Very low risk areas. Alright, caught up. Sony, not looking too good right now. I mean, it was amazing. It was like unstoppable. It was a beast. I mean, it's kind of interesting what it's doing in regards to a 200-day moving average on a weekly. Good God, man. Yeah, dude, this is not one where we'd be looking to take longs right now. This is not LQDA or whatever. This is not Nokia. This is not anything that makes much of any sense to take a rational long at this current time. And if you're talking on the short side, it could be a, this is like a major bearish cipher pattern nearing its pattern completion zone, right? XA. That's too shallow. Dang, man. Okay, so it's not even valid, but 786, there's a little bit more upside, huh? Like you could go up to 129 for 70% retrace. But it looks like what you're doing is you're just hitting this high point from September of 2000. Yes, 2000, and you've pulled back there.
Thanks for streaming daily. You're a great educator.
So Begoli, thanks for the kind words and the support, man.
Check out ICP/used for me, Mitch.
Yeah,
Thanks
some of y'all
for-
were looking at it in Patreon, and I think it actually looked pretty good. We'll look at it. Thanks for reminding me, dude. I was gonna look at it, just like forgot. Sure, dude. So too shallow, but we don't have to have a harmonic here, but we know where the 786 is. What's up, Phil J? Yeah, we can look at that. PCG.
Can we look at DNN on the weekly plus daily? Took a big position at 0.70 cents, but I'm looking for a good place to add in on the continuation. Uranium Brothers in the house.
What's up, Michael Jordan, man boy? Thank you for the 20. We'll look at it. Appreciate it, dude. So, a really nice parabolic uptrend going on the weekly, right? Obviously, okay. Look, I mean, yep, just keeps legging up. It's beautiful. So you could sell off all the way down to $79 in that curve line. You'd still be in it. So for me, what I like looking for long opportunities, this isn't it. This is too far gone, too high. You're already in deep retrace levels. Yeah, you're pulling back here. But I think if you understand what I look for, this just isn't really it. Yeah, it's nice that it was oversold, lowest level of RSI since the COVID crash. That's nice, bouncing there. But you made a lower high and a lower low. So it's like, maybe you're working on a wedge or something, right? X, A, B, C, D, it's nothing. If anything, it would be a butterfly. So you'd be waiting for the bearish butterfly to hit the PCZ. Yeah, this would be a perfect bearish butterfly that could take you all the way down to minimum. Wow, it got pretty friggin' close. 1272. Not, you didn't get there though. That's down to like $89, but it could go all the way down to a 1618. Wow. It could go all the way down to like $80. So that's what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for some more drawdowns. Maybe the daily would show bullish divergence at some point. Lower high, lower low. You could be beginning a short-term downtrend after a ridiculous run. It's just been unstoppable, man. I mean, eventually these things do pull back a little bit more. Look for the ones making higher lows, double bottoms, not lower highs, lower lows now. Like this is not one right now. This is run way too much. You're looking for things like this. That, right? A high, a higher low than the previous lows, a rally, and then a higher low. Accumulation above the 200-day moving average. Bullish convergence. This is the stuff you're looking for. Not Sony, okay? Not yet. I mean, I'm not saying Sony's bad or anything. I'm just saying it's not. The things I try to teach, it's not showing any of them yet. Nothing the things we want, all right? Yeah, Wampa Stompa, dude. Wampa Stompa is always a good investment. You know, you get your Wampas, your Stompas. Find them on Planet HOFV, dude. Oh, it's on Coinbase. You might need to go to something else. Yeah, I don't know if it really looks good. Maybe it will look good on Binance or something. Yeah, I just don't know, man. Like, it's all kinds of critical levels, huh? 4 hour. This is why people are like doing this. There's an M shape, like a Gartley or something going on. I think it's too deep. Well, how did y'all do it? Was it the 60-minute or something where y'all were plotting it? Or was it just like, yeah, it had to have been maybe the 60-minute. Yeah, that was, I think, it. Where was like a bat, maybe? No, it was almost... Yeah, that was what y'all were looking at, right?
Check out Dev is fully doxed and tokenomics have never been seen in the altcoin world. Want to be the scam identification site?
Noise!
Sup Kings, can we please check out plan? Stock, looks interesting.
We'll look at plan. Thank you, dude. So 60-minute, you know, obviously that's like not a very good time scale to be taking, you know, longs on conviction, but it's kind of hard to deny that the pattern is created and you're holding, and now you're just kind of range bound. You're trying to make higher lows where there could be more upside, sure, but look at it's been terrible. You know, Bitcoin wants to dump 10% tomorrow or 5% tomorrow, and altcoins want to go down 15%. It's not going to be good for this one, but ICP, there could be an argument here for look, and if it was going to do anything, I would think the target minimum would be like 250. Right, just going right back up to that high point, that old area. I get it, CNA, but really in this situation, you'd be swinging for 248, 256 if this was going to play out. I think your stop loss at this point would just be below 121, but it's the 60-minute, man. It's not at all the daily or 4-hour. Okay. There's your ICP, man. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got a blood moon coming up. 2 days till the blood moon, the eclipse. Alright, next one. The Pacific. What a downtrend, man. What a downtrend. Yeah, we've been here recently. PCG. It's like, it sprung it back tested the spring from July, or really back from November 2019. It did that on July of last year. Never quite hit the PCZ because of that, right? That's a good reason why it may never get there. It may only go 70% because of the context of the chart. But an M-shaped formation hitting targets anyway, and now it's just been consolidating since late November. And then it looks like you got some divergence going on. Let's see the daily and you'll... PCG broke out I think this is good. I just don't know how long you'll be waiting. Right? This could always make another M shape, you know, go down to 826 again or something, but I think as long as it makes a higher low than 826, eventually it'll pivot and run and maybe run up to 1815 again. But the issue is, man, it's like there's, yeah, 1234 is a big one too. Look at that high from September 2019, December 2019, April, June 2020, November 2020. You break that, that's the big breakout. If you break 1243, you're going to 815 really fast. That's the only history that exists. There's gap fills up there too. So I don't really know where it's going to land. I don't know how much longer this slightly down sloping consolidation is going to occur. It seems really bullish because of just the low, the higher low, the higher low again. You're thinking a trend is changing, right? Like we're reversing here at where? Extremely low levels. Going back to way back to yesteryear. We're talking back to 2001, 2002. This is like Wyckoff accumulation stuff way down here. And I think it's just him acquiring his position quietly, but I just don't know where, adding to this position would be better. Obviously, always at 826 at an ice line, but I don't know if you'll get there again because there's too much accumulation going on right now. We're talking about strategic entry for a long run now. I think we've looked at many other assets that look way better. But yeah, I think that you're at low risk areas, but again, you could be stuck in this position for a long time. Daily does kind of look like, I mean, you're diverging and stuff on the oscillators. Just how long are you going to bleed out before you make a higher low and run again and to test 1243? Your breakout point's 1243. That's where moon happens. Big moon time. Okay. Yeah, 4 hours showing some really nice bullish divergence on the MACD, sure. But you're not making higher lows anymore. I mean, still not making higher lows. You just made your lowest low since November 9th of last year. So, I mean, yeah, definitely a low. The lower low, the lowest low. Yeah, sure. So a reversal could occur, but it could just manifest into just another lower high because it's not on a significant time scale. It's the 4 hour. So the 4 hour could just play out, fill a gap up at 1070, go a little bit higher, and just end up making ultimately a lower high than 1150, and you still just are in this chop, you know. So this is just, to me, I think there are better assets at strategic entries right now as I'm speaking to you versus this one where I'm not quite sure it's at a strategic entry as I'm speaking to you, you know. Oh wow, yeah, like this reminds me of GameStop a little bit, dude. Nice request on DNN. This is the 4 hour. What do you think we see? Clearly, man, like undeniable sell wall at 133 with what, a little bit of accumulation beginning to develop, you know, like that's a pretty nice structure right there, I do declare. Nice uptrend you're in. This had a Wyckoff accumulation range and already broke out. It's beautiful, dude. Look at that, man. Oh my god, dude. Just like, I've never been here before on this chart. But look, 2015, a low was put in, a base, obviously. You fell below it, COVID crash. But look, a spring, a back test of a spring, not once, but twice. So a double bottom at a very critical level, it held, and look what happened after the second bottom. After market participants confirmed that this was going to hold, the asset went straight up to the top of the range. I'm talking literally perfectly hit the top of the range, and then pulled back some. Hidden bullish divergence developed, and then went again and broke out, and then went ludicrous. So is in a major uptrend, is well above the huge range between 35 and 83 cents, the Wyckoff accumulation range. And could be just setting up for higher prices where I think your target could maybe be like, you know, 157, 181 again. Real possibility. Yeah, man. The composite operator has acquired his position and still holds this asset. Okay. Isn't it? And look what happened, man. Just kind of like literal magic where an asset that breaks 83 cents eventually goes straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Yeah, there's some up and down in here. I think there's a couple soft supports like right here at $1.107, you know. So straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Right? A lot of that straight up, straight down. And I think anything above 107 could eventually easily go to 178, 181 again. Yeah, DNN looks great, man. Other metals, minerals, awesome. Yep. I mean, in that category, you line it up with the fundamentals and technicals of gold and silver. That makes plenty of sense why it would eventually run back up to 178 to 181 again. Nice request on DNN. Awesome. Very, very, very good, man. I like DNN. Yeah, we've already been on plan. Remember Loco? Double bottom, higher low, double bottom, bullish convergence. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of Qualcomm and PayPal in its own ways. Now, you know, you are in the dead middle of a range here between 41.88 and $60. Oh, dude, this is like a dragon. I mean, in ways, this is like a dragon. Like it's the head, the foot, the hump, the second foot, and the spine going on? Yeah, it's the dragon that has technically broken the supply line. The spine has been broken on Thursday. I guess it was Friday. Friday it broke out. Yeah, so, you know, the problems with this one is like, yeah, maybe you have a technical breakout of a supply line or something, but unfortunately, a strong zone of congestion is upon you that will not be easy to break. There's a lot of ifs here, right? You're not at a low risk area. You're not at the bottom of the range or anything. You're in the dead middle creating the structure. And now it's probably going to run to 60 bucks. Oh, 2 different trend lines here. Hold on. That's weird. Between $60 and $63 is just very strong. Like last time you went up there, you rejected it. But the good news is on the last double top rejection you got, you sold off. And what'd you do? You only made a higher low than previous low. So the most recent event, significant event that has occurred on the chart, it is not the double top reversal rejection at the very critical area. It is the sign of potential accumulation going on, a confirmation low around $50, $51, and now you're rallying, and I think 60, 63 is going to be tested again, and if you can break that, huge upside potential, very, very nice upside potential, $76, $85 upside. Yup, that's where it'd be headed if it could break, because $63 is now what we know to be, of course, the neckline of the potential double bottom. As you can see right here. How would you do a measured move? Let's see. Is it TA Tetris? Nah, it's a little... It's quiet. It's almost TA Tetris, right? Oops. Yeah, dude. That's like the measured move pretty much is 76 bucks. That high from December 28th of last year. So it's all about the ifs on plan. Can plan recapture highs above $63? If it can, $76. Boom. All right? That's plan. It looks fine. But there are others that look better, even though locally the structure is awesome. Okay.
Noise!
Imagine playing with your
Can I
life
get your
savings,
thoughts on
dude.
Min? Thanks.
Period. Brad, I don't know, dude. This is like, you know, these market conditions bring out the weirdos that have never traded in their life or don't care about technical analysis, nor do they respect the 100+ years of research done by geniuses, you know, that put the work into this space. All I am is a mere disciple of what the geniuses that exist that did all this research. I'm just one that's applying it and trying to teach other people how to do it, you know? So, whatever. What's up, Scuba Steve? Thanks, man. Sure. Yeah, we'll look at when next. Yeah, a lot of hate today. A lot of hate and negative people coming around. You know, like sharing their angst with the world. Like, we get it, dude. You're depressed and you hate your life. I mean, I get it. Don't take it out on me. I'm just a streamer that has nothing to do with you. Okay. Just relax, buddy. Figure out your purpose in life and you won't be in a chat room spreading hate, okay? It's very easy. Ooh, interesting. It's interesting, but it's like... He's like, is that a bull flag on Wynn Resorts? It could be, but at the same time, man, you're at a major inflection point. This is not an easy one. This is a real tough one. This is a really tough one because it's like Wynn Resorts. I got flashbacks of Wynn Resorts, dude. The COVID crash was insane. It was like it was like the harmonic at the PCZ, and the day it hit the pattern completion zone, the COVID news broke. I'm not even kidding. So like you got like this Gartley bat, you know, and this is exactly where a major reversal could occur. It's like a value area for shorts, for bears. As you can see, a high, a lower high, 2 lower highs. Now you're making another lower high. You're making consecutive lower highs. So this is two things, and again, this is like, it's really tough to trade assets like in these positions, okay? Because there's an argument for bulls and bears here, where one's gonna be like, oh man, it's like a bull flag or a pin it or something, and other people are like, this is exactly where you make a deep retrace from the previous high, and then those highs are lower than the previous ones, and it's like you're in a confirmed downtrend right now, and this is value for shorts where another dump could happen, a gap fill all the way down $81 could happen. But at the same time, this is where money printer go burr, it bull flags and runs up to go test, you know, the high is at like 153. So this is a contradicting variables situation where there are too many questions. There are too many things that I have to ask for it to be an awesome trade. Again, PayPal, there's no question. Like FEYE, there's no question. Qualcomm, there's not really any kind of question. The other ones we were looking at, there's no question. This one I have to ask like questions. There's an argument for bulls and bears here, so it's just tough, man. Tough to be like, oh, it's great to take action on it because flip the coin probably. What's up, Maddie? Thanks, dude. What's up, Nick? Thank you, dude. Thanks for the positive vibes. Oh yeah, the harmonic technically playing out on Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, that we've had identified for a few days now, right? RPM, thanks, dude. Very kind words, right? Yeah, you get like really negative trash people, and then you get all the really positive contributions to the chat. Thank you. Seriously. You get it, right? I mean, like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I suck, dude. I suck. You know, in resorts, I can't give you a conclusive decision on this one because there's an argument for bulls and bears. So if there's an argument for bulls and bears, why not go to one where there's no doubt? There's no doubt that the probability is really high that it's going up, right? You know, this is not double bottoming. This could be a flag. This could be exactly where a major reversal occurs, where gap fill goes down to $80. It just, yeah, you did break a supply line from that high from May 2018 and January 2020. You did that. That's good. So, I mean, there's upside potential, but also lots of downside. Is an up thrust the opposite of a spring? Yes, literally the reciprocal. Yep, an up thrust is the opposite of a spring. Yes. You back test the spring, you back test the up thrust. Yes. They respect, yeah, very well. I mean, it's a form of confirmation. It's just like it's a technical indicator, just like divergence. That's it, man. We got through all the requests. Awesome, dude. Very, very good. And thanks for the 1,400 people tuned in. Thanks for the 619 likes. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hate. Thanks for it all, I guess, right? If anything, I guess on win, you know, just to play like devil's advocate or something, like, hey, you know, maybe the asset sells off, it goes down to $92 and back tests that for the first time since it sprung above that November of last year, but never back tested it. You know, maybe it sells off and hits that, ends up making a higher low than the previous low, and then rallies to 151. Very real possibility. You're talking about a range-bound asset, right? $92, 151. You're at 129. You're almost in the dead middle. So that's just, it's hard to strategically long something that's in the dead middle of a trading range. Straight up, straight down, or I'm sorry, straight down, straight up, right? Chopped around, back up to that resistance, straight down, straight up. You know, it's just, I believe that's great, man. Very, very good. I'm glad you have. Just keep watching, and I'll do all I can to keep trying to help you on your journey, your path as a trader, you know. Did he? Elon tweeted? Oh my god, I can't believe it, dude. He did, didn't he? What did he say? Oh yeah, he did post that. Noise. But it's like making fun of himself, right?
Thanks.
I don't know. Also, Quayan Brown said, Thank you for the continuous licensed professional instructing on TA. Yeah, dude, exactly. Nope. That's exactly what I'm not. And I'm just fine with it, man. I love it, actually. Let's see here. Next one, would you say? CIEN. Yep. We got 3 minutes, 20 seconds until your daily candle close. If you enjoyed the live stream, like button, the bell, oh my god. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome, actually. See, it's almost like, oh my god, it was a double top. Never filled the gap. It's scary, but then new data has presented itself, right? New data has presented itself where it was scary on the way down around $55, $54, but now you're at that 200-day moving average. You made this little XABCD M structure, right? Sell wall right there. That's a big one, dude. Man, that's like sell wall June of last year, $57, and now you're trying to pivot. If you pivot here and for real and start going, but you haven't quite started yet too much. I like the local one bottom, second bottom, very similar to the index funds. At this level, you're in the dead middle of what could be a potential ascending triangle. You do have 2 reaction highs, 2 reaction lows now, pretty much. So, I mean, like, you're in the middle, so it could come all the way back down to $50 again. At the same time, it could run up to $57 next. Flip a coin, that's probably where it's headed. You know, I mean, like, it's not at a strategic entry area because you just don't really know what's going on. Remember, from your high to the low, this asset has retraced 78% of the way. But it's really good to see that the 786 has been so rejected, but all you're doing after the multitude of rejection is you're selling off and making a higher low. The most discernible recent event on this chart on the daily on CIEN is a higher low than the previous low, which is good. That's a very good thing. Accumulation. But it was like, oh, it could have been a double top. It's starting to turn into something else now, isn't it? So you think off that one bottom, second bottom, the eventual next target's $57. If you ever breaks $57, you're talking about a target of, all-time highs at $61.54. And if you ever wanted targets above that, you have them $67.78. Your 1.272 fib extension, the 1414 is $71, and the 1.618 is $75.83. So yeah, it could be painting. It's kind of another similar situation as Sony or what we were just looking at, where it's a deep retrace. It's not a value area. If anything, it's a value area for shorts, right? Because of how deep it is. But the good news is the price action you're receiving at a deep retrace is merely turning into accumulation. Higher lows, more market participants on the asset than they did before. So that's always a great sign. So let's see how this continues to develop, and it could be setting up for higher prices. But say the market starts crapping out and we go back down to 50, you break 50, man, you could be going way down. You can go all the way down to like $42. Ah, dang, dude, look at all that. Yeah, that could be the target, $45 down there. Oof. A lot of support resistance, yep. So it's another one where you gotta kind of sometimes ask a few questions on it. It's not at a deep retrace of value area for longs. It's not an 88-70% retrace on the bottom side. It's at that on the top side. So those are always going to be a little bit riskier, right? It's going to be harder to answer the question of, oh, is there value? Is it great? Is it doing all the things we want? Not exactly. So a new daily candle has closed. We did it, man. A new daily candle has closed. I don't think this is working, man. Yeah, no, it's not. No, hold on. Will this work this time? I don't know. Oh, new daily candle has closed. If you can hear me, I am coming in from the Church of TA. Amen. All right. I think that works. Yep, so we do have a confirmed daily bullish engulfing candle on total. It is confirmed. It is beautiful. But strategically, it is not doing anything too special where you must break $1.71 to $1.78 trillion if you really want to see the party get started. But hey, this is how it can start, like kind of one bottom, second bottom off the 200-day moving average, engulfed. You could run up there today or tomorrow, test it, fail, and then begin another markdown. It's very possible. What is a bullish engulfing candle? A bullish engulfing candle is exactly this candle that was just painted yesterday, where all that happens is one candle covers completely the previous candle. So a great example of a bearish engulfing candle is this right here on May 12th. We had a green candle, and then this candle completely covered the previous candle, ushering in the whole reversal. And after this huge reversal, you now are showing a bullish engulfing candle, completely covering the previous candle. And this is where, you know, you could get a short-term relief rally to run up to at least test 1.78 trillion. Why not, man? February's high. That's it. It's your engulfing candle, sir, if you're new. Yeah, I mean, this is so close. The people like this doesn't even make sense really on how it's like this, because the only way this would happen is if the market closed. And so I think it was just, that is technically an engulfing candle in the crypto market, in my opinion. But hey, whatever. Who cares about my opinion? I'm just some scrub. All right. Alright, so yeah, Bitcoin Cash for a second. Let's go to it. You see. I got rid of it because we were doing Fibonacci, but yeah, this is exactly at the pattern completion zone of a bullish shark. Remember? Some of y'all remember? Right, 113, but it was like, 113. And so what are you getting? You're getting yourself at the PCZ of a shark. Reaction low and a potential confirmation low. But I think what would happen even after a confirmation low, say this was the bottom, I still think the asset could pull back and end up making a higher low than the previous low from May 23rd, from literally yesterday, and be fine and continue on and then eventually run up to those new levels. So I think this is great. It's trying to break above, it's trying to break above very critical areas from Valentine's Day of this year. You get above that, you're going to 852, 875 real fast. But it's pretty nice there, isn't it? Yes, 113% retrace from the previous discernible swing low. This is a textbook bullish shark pattern with one bottom. No, just kidding, a second bottom. But the second bottom's a lower low, so eventually you're going to run up and you're going to pull back, and we want to see a higher low on this new wave, where the new wave could take you all the way up to 1179. Because if you ever break 874, good God, look out. 874, you're going to 1179 like that, real fast. That's it, man. That's my last sip of coffee, man. All right, I've been live for over 2 hours. If you join live, your live button build, so thanks so much, dude. All right, join the Discord though, for real. Not even kidding. Join the Discord, where you get notified when I go live. You're a part of a community, nearly 14,000 members. They're all like-minded that care about trading stocks, crypto, commodities, currencies, everything that you care about. Join it or be destroyed. Thanks. Total 1.71, 1.77 trillion is the target, I would believe, at this point. After that engulfing candle, like, why not? Why would it engulf like that and then just not go to at least test again and reject it? It's like, it just makes too much sense. So it would be not surprising to see that. Yeah, what did Elon post? He said he posted a meme that said, "Cryptocurrency bull run is over. What's next? Get hair plugs. Move to Los Angeles. Sell your own online business course. Turn something obvious like always get 8 hours of sleep into a catchphrase. Sell 8 hours of sleep merch. Lease Mercedes G-Wagon." I don't know what that is. Crash into a ravine. You will be missed. That was what he posted. He said his tragic story of the meme. So, very good, dude. I don't think he's meaning that the cryptocurrency bull run is over. I think he's just memeing and joking, dude. So that's not he's not literally saying that. He just posted a joke. I don't know what the problem is. People are upset about it. Go figure. Tell me something people aren't upset about, dude. People are upset about me literally existing. People are upset about their coffee being made wrong. People are upset about literally everything. So they're going to be upset about Elon posting a stupid meme. Wow. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna make it. All right. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin, they had that little mini pennant wedge. Yeah, reversal wedge, kind of. The three valleys. One valley, a lower high, a lower valley, and a lower valley after that. The rule of three playing out. What's up, Tara? Thanks. Okay, man. Not much for me to do now, right? I'm kind of... My job is complete of, like, trying to provide traditional technical analysis updates to markets and stuff. I think you did break a supply line, right? But it was like one valley, a second valley, a third valley. 1, 2, 3. Rule of three. And it was just kind of like this, you know, a little bit like that. And you can just see 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it's kind of like down sloping, converging trend lines.
Invest in yourself. Join the Patreon. Or, you can buy your education by throwing your fiat at everything floundering around like a lost puppy, dog.
Snipes, thanks for the 6s, dude. Appreciate that, man. The advocacy for the Patreon. Yeah, dude, I mean, like, a lot of people are getting value out of the Patreon, and they're learning, and their lives are changing for the better because of it. So, yeah, man, thank you, dude. Best time to join the Patreon is the first of the month, though not really now, you know, if you want that value for 30 days. Yeah, there can be more upside, but dude, just remember, like what I've got plotted, these gray lines here are very real congestion areas. Look, it's a peak from January 15th, and it's a peak from February 6th, you know. It's just so much support resistance in, like, between, God, 39, let's just say 40K and 44K is just stupid amounts of resistance looking left that you've got to get back above. But if you ever get above 45K, you're going to 50K like that real fast. So great stuff. Indecision candle after a bullish and golden candle. After breaking above 38,554, it's not bad, man. It's not too bad. It could continue up, but you know, you got to recapture 42K. You got to recapture the previous local highs at minimum. And really, what I gotta see, I want to see is a higher low. Give me a frigate, like sell off again, lose 5% of your value on Bitcoin, but then pivot and make a higher low, and then like that would give me more confidence to believe that a short-term bottom could be in for real. You know, you got to establish a higher low. You haven't done that yet.
Relax and drink a beer, Mitch. Thanks for the stream.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I mean, I drank plenty of alcohol this weekend, so I'm taking it easy until Miami, or at least until Savannah. I'm going to Savannah this weekend, and then Memorial Day, and then Miami. So I've got a lot on ahead of me. So I'll just drink a protein shake instead of the beer when I get off stream. How about that? I don't know, man. Just, you know, there are times to drink, and you don't want to drink too much. And I feel like I drank adequately enough this weekend. So thank you, man. But I will reserve that 20 for some whack a drink down in Miami, okay? It'll be devoted to you, Peter. Some weird sounding psycho drink with all kinds of different alcohols in it. Think that'd be fair? Oh, Hex is moving, man. Hex on the move. Breaking news on Hex is up 1%, man. And that's technically what you consider broken out if you don't adjust. I think the Hex target is like 5.6 cents and then like 6.6 cents. Dude, this is it, man. Look, one bottom, second bottom, you know. You got the divergence that continued on. I think Hex is good. Hex is cool, man. I'm very cool with Hex. I love it above 4.1 cents. I love it, dude. Let's go, dude. Moon time on Hex. Hex or Ethereum already broke out yesterday. It broke out, and it actually, dude, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. You broke out, you back tested, now you're trying to engulf. On the new day, immediately, being with confirmation, a form of confirmation above 2,600. This target, this could go to $3,000 today. This actually literally could go to $3,000. There is nothing preventing Ethereum above 2,600 from going to 3K. This is it, straight up. straight down, straight up, straight down. You're above it, could go straight up. So just understand that. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden Ethereum's at 3K. Just saying, whatever. It's all technical, man. It's not predictions. This is not fortune telling. This is literally price action correlation to trend lines from history and what they've done. And those give us good indication of what could be happening in the future. That's all it is, man. Okay, cool. Oh, what a stream. Yeah, definitely one of my more meh streams. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back later. Till next time, respects, the T. Hey.
Adios, turd nuggets.